Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Yoga for Skaters. My name is Ace, and in today's Yoga for Skaters practice, we're going to just slow it down, stay a little closer to the ground, and give yourself a good stretch through the body, but give your nervous system maybe a little bit of a break. So we're going to go ahead and get started in a comfortable seated position. You can cross the ankles or have a seat on the heels. And then just let those hands rest on your lap. If it feels safe and comfortable to close the eyes, you can go ahead and do that. And we'll start this practice with some deep breaths. Inhale. And as you exhale, just release that breath through the mouth. Nice. Another cleansing breath here. Inhale through the nose. And exhale out through the mouth. Yeah, one more time. Take that inhale. And that full exhale. Yeah, and just allow yourself to return to your natural breath pattern. Inhaling through the nose. Maybe exhaling through the nose or through the mouth here for today. Keeping the attention on the breath, but no particular breath practice for today. So another moment here, starting to turn the senses inward as you notice the quality of the inhales, the quality of the exhales. And so just allowing yourself to become immersed in the sound, the feeling, maybe the visualization you have of that breath pathway. And as you focus on your breath, just allow the sounds to dissipate around you. And then take a moment to acknowledge that you've carved out this time for yourself to move, to open up, and to connect to yourself. Knowing that as we take care of ourselves, we're able to take care of others. So as you're ready, you can bring the palms together at your heart. And then just taking our moment to set an intention today as a moment to express some gratitude towards yourself. Express some gratitude for those around you who support you in doing what you need to do for yourself. And gratitude towards those who are making decisions to support themselves so that they can better support each other. And then as you're ready, you can relax the hands. Gently flutter the eyes open if they were closed. And we'll just take a moment here. We'll start with an inhale. Reach the arms up overhead. And as you exhale, palms together at your heart. Nice. Another breath like that. Inhale, reach the arms up. And exhale, palms come together at your heart. One more time. Inhale, reach up. This time, go ahead and leave those arms up overhead. On your next exhale, relax the right arm. Take a gentle side bend to the right. Good. On your next inhale, reach up. As you exhale, drop that left hand. Take a gentle side bend to the left. Good. And as you inhale, come on back through center. Exhale once again. Take that side bend to the right. And this time as you're here, if you can bring that hand down, go ahead. If you can bend the right elbow a little bit, go ahead. And then maybe just turn that gaze up towards the left thumb. If that feels like too much on the neck or the shoulder, no worries. Good. Next, inhale, bring that right arm up. Exhale, left hand comes down. Good. If you can bring it to the floor, awesome. You might soften into that left elbow. And then using that arm to keep the left side propped up so that you can side bend to the right, You can side bend with that right arm and then take a look up at the right hand if that feels good in your body. And then as you're ready, go ahead and bring those arms back to center. Nice. As you exhale, go ahead and release. We're going to make our way into downward facing dog. So take your time as you come to down dog. If you need to take a moment and grab a block or a blanket or something to lift the floor for your practice, you can always do that. As we come into downward facing dog, you can take a moment to just pedal out the feet. Maybe it feels good to shift the hips from side to side. Yeah. And then just allowing the body to settle for today. Even if those heels are up off your mat, that's okay. Maybe you soften a little for today and focus on that hip crease, sending it up and back towards the sky. Yeah, take one more inhale here. And as you exhale, step that right foot in between the hands. We'll keep the hands on the floor. Here's where, if you'd like, you can grab your blocks and lift the floor if that feels good. But from here, just go ahead and bend into that left knee. Extend the left leg. Good. So a few times, bend and straighten. Nice. One more time here, bend that left knee. Go ahead and untuck the left toes. And if it feels good in your body, bring those hands to your right knee. Yeah. And so from here, we'll keep the body lengthening forward and up as we just allow the weight of the pelvis to support some opening through the front of that left hip. One more inhale here. As you exhale, relax the hands, step back to downward facing dog. Beautiful. Take an inhale in your down dog. As you exhale, same thing, second side, step that left foot in between the hands. You can bend into that right knee. Go ahead and extend. Beautiful. Again, bending into the right knee. Reach the heel back. Good. One more time. Bend that right knee. From here, you can relax the right knee, maybe untuck the toes. If it feels good to bring the hands to that left knee to allow the pelvis again to get heavy, to support that opening through the front of the right thigh, you can do that. We'll take one more inhale. And as you exhale, relax the hands. We're stepping back to downward facing dog. Inhale in your down dog. And exhale. Yeah, next inhale. Reach that right leg up and back, three-legged dog. As you exhale, go ahead and bend the right knee, stack the hips, and just take a moment to kind of twist open. Let gravity help you find a little opening through the hip, through the quad, and then inhale that right leg back to center. Step that right foot to the outside of the right hand in that lizard lunge. Nice. And then same thing here, bending and lengthening through the back leg as you need it. Good. And then whenever you're ready, bend that left knee. You can untuck the left toes. And then again, stay right here if this feels good. If you want to lift the floor with some blocks, you can do that. And then what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go ahead and take my block, and I'm going to use this as a prop for my left forearm, which I'll bring to the block or to the ground if you can reach it. And then from here, go ahead and reach that right arm forward and to the left. Yeah. And so as you reach the left arm forward and to the left, we're starting to open up along that right side body. Yeah, so can you press those right fingertips into the floor, maybe thinking about pressing the floor away or just really letting yourself relax here. And you might notice maybe you can remove the block as you relax. Good. One more inhale here. And as you exhale, go ahead and wander your way back to that lizard. Again, hands on the floor, or you can bring those hands to your block. From here, we'll move into a quad stretch and a little twist. So reaching that right arm up and then reaching the right arm back. So if this feels good for you today, stay right here. Enjoy that heart opening. If you'd like a little more through the quad, go ahead and grab that left foot, squeezing the left heel towards that left sit bone. And then wherever you are, lift the heart. Yeah. Lengthening. Staying mindful of that gratitude from the beginning of class and making the most of every moment here on the mat that you've made for yourself. Good. Relax that right arm. Take your time. We're stepping back to downward facing dog. Beautiful. Inhale in your down dog. And exhale. Inhale, reach that left leg up and back. As you exhale, bend the left knee, stack the hips. Good. And taking a moment on this second side to let gravity help you open up those hips. Yeah. Inhale back to three-legged dog. Exhale, step that left foot to the outside of your left hand. Good. And then as you need it, a little bend and straighten through that right leg. Good. Nice. And then taking your time, as you're ready, you can release that right knee, untuck the right toes if that feels good. And so we're just moving along the way. So join me to whatever extent feels good in your body. And today we're focusing on feeling good as a feeling of release, of letting go, that lightness. And so use the blocks if you need it. As you're ready, you can come onto that right forearm, reach the left arm forward and over to the right, giving that left side body a moment. As you inhale, filling up the left side body. And as you exhale, softening, sending that left hip point back, back, back. Good. One more inhale here. As you exhale, walk the left hand back. And then go ahead and come up onto both hands, back onto both hands. And same thing as we did on the other side. Inhale that left arm up. You can reach the left fingertips back. And if it feels good to stay right here, stay here. If you'd like, you can bend that right knee, reach for the right foot for that quad stretch. And then staying strong through the right standing arm, maybe lifting the heart a little bit more, squeezing that heel a little closer. One more inhale. Yeah, and as you exhale, relax the right foot. Good. Undo that left hand. And then gentle step back to downward facing dog. Yeah. Full inhale here in down dog. And full exhale. Nice. One more inhale here. And as you exhale, go ahead and bend the knees, soften your way down into child's pose, letting the forehead rest on the mat. Yeah. Coming back to your breath. Good. And then another moment to open up the side body, walk both hands over to the left, and then step that right hand on top of the left hand. You can thread the fingers. And if it feels okay, relax the head in between the arms. And from here, we'll press through those fingertips. As you inhale, press down, filling up that right side body with breath. And as you exhale, push the floor away, lengthen the right hip point back. Yeah, one more breath. And then coming back through center, go ahead and find your way to the right. Same thing, second side. The left hand can stack on the right. You can thread those fingers. On the inhale, press into the floor. Fill up that left side body. On the exhale, push the floor away with the fingertips. Relax the left hip crease back. And one more breath. And then making your way back to center here. Inhale, go ahead and shift forward, and then make your way into a seated position. So we'll take both legs straight out in front here. Yeah, so a moment for the hamstrings, another moment to just kind of lengthen through the spine. So we're going to move into Paschimottanasana, or seated forward fold. You've got options for this pose if you'd like to bring a towel or a blanket under your knees. If the hamstrings are pretty tight or you're just coming back from skating, go ahead and do that. Again, the intention behind this practice is for things to feel good, for things to feel like release. So on your next inhale, reach those arms up overhead. As you exhale, think of hinging from those hips, lengthening forward. Belly button comes to the thighs first. And then arms reach, reach, reach. And wherever the arms land, maybe the shins, the ankles, the toes, go ahead and let them be where they are. And then you can relax the upper back, relax the forehead. 3 deep breaths here. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Inhale. And exhale. Nice. One more inhale here. And as you exhale, go ahead and slowly begin to find your way up. Nice. So we'll take a seated spinal twist today. Go ahead and hug that right knee to your chest. And then we're going to cross that right foot over the left foot. You can keep the left leg long, or if you'd like, you can bend that left knee and bring that heel towards the right sit bone. From here, we'll inhale that left arm up. As you exhale, left elbow comes behind that right knee. The right arm is right at that low back to help you sit up nice and tall as you lengthen that long spine. Inhale. And exhale. Nice. Inhale. And exhale. Good. One more inhale to root down. As you exhale, unwind. Take a little breather to the inside of that right leg. And then inhale your way back to center. Go ahead and extend the left leg if it was long. We'll uncross that right leg, and we'll do the same thing on the second side. So we'll take that left knee, bending it, cross it over the right thigh. Again, if it's available to you to bend the right knee, you can do that. We just want to make sure if you bend that knee, you can still keep your left sit bone on the ground. Inhale the right arm up. Exhale, right elbow to the outside of that left knee, and then that left hand supports the twist by pressing down, inhaling, and exhaling. Nice. 2 more breaths here. Inhale. And exhale. Nice. 1 more inhale. And as you exhale, go ahead and relax from here. Nice. So we'll finish off our practice with you can go ahead and come out of that one. We'll finish up our practice with a wide-legged forward fold. So wherever you are, take the legs nice and wide. Good. And we'll just start here as you inhale, root through the sit bones. And as you exhale, maybe a little step forward. Another inhale here. As you exhale, maybe a little further forward. Maybe you grab your blocks. Maybe this is where you want to take a moment. We'll take 3 more breaths. Wherever you are, you can keep moving into a deeper version of the pose with every exhale if that feels good. Or find where you feel good, and we'll take 2 more breaths. Good. 1 more breath. And then take your time, make your way up. Beautiful. And then bring those hands behind the knees. Let the hands help the knees soften first. So bend those knees first, and then you can begin to bring them into center. And we'll just go ahead and take a final seat together. So you can, again, cross the ankles, or if you like sitting on your block, you can do that. And then palms together at your heart. Again, if it feels safe and comfortable to close the eyes, you can go ahead and do that. So we just take a moment here, inhaling and exhaling, letting go of anything that came up for you that does not serve you. Next inhale, reminding yourself of what does serve you, what you did notice in this practice that you can take with you off the mat and into the world. One more moment of stillness here. And then taking a moment to gently bow the head if you like. The light and the teacher in me sees the light and the teacher in all of you. Shanti, peace. Namaste. All right. Thank you so much for joining me for this kind of on the shorter side yoga practice. We took a moment to center ourselves in gratitude today, and we moved through a really gentle flow from the floor all the way to seated. I hope you have a great rest of your day or a great sleep if you use this before bed, and I will see you next time.